What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Save, Sexy, and Tatted Podcast. I am your girl, Adrienne, and you know how we do it over here. Yes, we love the Lord and we're saved, but we also keep it sexy, and some of us are tatted, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the episode. But what I want to do is to welcome you to this new series that I'm so flipping excited about. It is called the Pretty and Priceless series. And so what I'm going to do is bring a special guest or two here and there. And as you see, I have my girl here, La'Kenya of La'Kenya's Everything. She do everything, y'all. So hi, La'Kenya. So this is my friend La'Kenya, so we kind of go like that. So excuse me. Hi, La'Kenya.
Hi.
How you doing?
I am fine.
Thank you and for blessing us on stage for the Saved and Sexy Tatted Podcast. Tell us about yourself.
What you want to know?
What you do, where you from, what you love and all that.
Well, my name is La'Kenya Latham. I was born and raised in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Been here in Huntsville,
T-Town.
Huntsville, Alabama since 2007. I definitely just don't want to go back home. I'm Adrienne's friend. I don't do much, but I do enough, and that's all y'all need to know.
I ain't even gonna touch that. She said she that's her business. She's gonna tend to it. Okay. So listen. One thing I want to ask you, because since you're technically my second guest on here, we really never had a conversation about the tattoo portion of it, because initially when I started, I was saying that the tattoo was the things that you've dealt with in the past and the scars. But, I'm a woman with tattoos, and I love tattoos. I think it's a form of creative arts and style. I love, Cardi B has a very sexy piece on her.
It's a nice piece.
Ooh,
it's a nice
baby,
piece.
That thing is sexy.
It's a nice
and
piece.
So for me, I love men with tattoos. So do you have tattoos?
Absolutely not.
You don't?
No.
Is it because of the Christianity portion of it, or is it just because you just ain't decided to, you hadn't found what you wanted?
It has absolutely nothing to do with my Christianity.
Okay.
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of tattoos?
Of needles. I enjoy looking at tattoos.
Okay.
I think tattoos are beautiful. But you're not finna scrape my skin.
Listen, I am not mad at you. Okay, so you don't want them scraping in?
No.
Okay. I don't think it's scraping, but digging.
Poking, digging. I don't need you doing that constant.
Okay, so you'll let us continue to be creative and deal with that or whatever. So I want to say, since you're the first guest on the second season, and we're getting ready to start an amazing episode, this webisode series, I thought we should celebrate to kind of bring things in.
I'm not getting a tattoo.
I didn't actually get.
Oh, okay, all right.
Man, hey, Jack. I don't have a tattoo artist anyway, but no, I want to welcome you to our show. I want us to celebrate. Salud.
Okay,
that's okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I know I'm short.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you. So I want to say welcome to the first episode of this new series, where I want to create a space where we are women, pretty women with priceless conversations, because I think a lot of times we don't talk about things that really matters. So we're getting ready to kick off this series.
All right.
I really want us to do this thing real big.
You really want these people to know me?
Absolutely.
All right.
'Cause I'm pushing you out there.
All right.
We're helping you walk by faith.
And sure enough, not by sight. All right.
So cheers to a new episode, friendship, and the growth of us developing into the women that we're supposed to. Priceless, fearless, and
pretty.
bold. And pretty.
All right.
Cheers. Y'all, I cannot with her, okay? I cannot with her. But listen, so today we're going to start off a conversation that I think is very important, right? This is a conversation that I really have not dealt with, but I'm kind of interested in kind of getting your perspective on it. It's about intimacy.
Oh, right.
And knowing that you're a married woman,
yes,
I think intimacy is especially important within a marriage, especially a covenant marriage. But I kind of want to get your perspective of what is intimacy, like, because I think a lot of times society makes us feel like intimacy has to always be sexual. And so I want to kind of break down that narrative and really talk about it. So kind of give me your take on what do you see intimacy as, and kind of.
Well, first off, I think intimacy can be found in everything outside of marriage. I think you can find intimacy in friendships and family relationships and business relationships. It's just on different levels and different requirements and different needs. That's all. For me, as far as my marriage is concerned, my love languages are quality time and physical touch. So if he don't do anything but just sit there and hold my hand, I'm that's intimacy for me. As far as my friendships are concerned, if you enjoy my presence, or you just want to hang out with me, or you just want to talk to me, that's intimacy for me. I think we try so hard to put like a defining definition on intimacy that it takes the fun out of it. And intimacy really is a base to base, person to person kind of thing. So I mean, yeah.
So you said something that kind of sparked me to kind of dig a little deeper. You said that we take the fun out of intimacy. Do you think we kind of, I guess you could say, we're strict, we're hard, it has to look this kind of way? Or let me rephrase that, because let me use this example. A lot of times when women are trying to get pregnant, right? We kind of, I got to get it done at this time. My husband got to come here and blah, blah, blah. And so you put so much pressure on that moment of intimacy, whereas you should just naturally allow it to happen. Is that what you're saying? Like we take the fun out of it.
It's becoming like intimacy is work, and if y'all gotta work at it, I don't want it, because I work 8 to 5 every day. When I come home or when I hang out, I'm not trying to do any more work than what I'm supposed to. So intimacy should be a natural, fun thing. Like it should just come.
Oh, I agree with fun. I really do. Let's not like rush it. Let's not try to make it work. Let's just allow it to happen. So okay, let me ask you this then. So a lot of times what we don't take into consideration is that intimacy is not only physical. What is your take on mental intimacy? Because let me tell you something. Most men don't understand. I think with a woman, especially me, I can only refer to me. Now don't get me wrong, I am a physical woman when the Lord allows. But however, let's take it. However, mental stimulation and intimacy, that's sexy to me. Like if you can capture my mind by the way you talk, the way you think, you grab me. So what is your, what do you think about mental stimulation? Is that a go-getter? Like, is that just something like you really are attracted to?
I think it's for me. I think being mentally stimulated helps with intimacy physically anyway. For me, I mean, if you can
say what?
For me, I don't mind, for you to say some things to make me think about some things, because if you can turn my mind on first.
Oh yes.
Something
else will turn on afterwards.
So I mean, when it comes to like relationships and marriages, physical intimacy is very important, because I mean you have to spend the rest of your life with this person, and you at least need to be able to look at them. But mental intimacy, I mean, it plays a big role in everything. I mean, intimacy is pretty much just trying to make the next person feel comfortable enough to accept you. To me, but then intimacy is also, what am I willing to sacrifice, and what am I willing to offer to make this person comfortable and willing to accept me. It's a give and
it's a give and take.
So
you would say that intimacy is not it's sometimes non-sexual.
Yes.
So is there something that you will allow for your partner to do to kickstart your intimacy? I know you said that your love language is quality time. Mm-hmm. So is that how he kickstarts it, or is it just we sitting around having a good time? So like for me, let me tell you how you can get my intimacy going. I'm a Martin lover. We could be sitting, watching TV, laughing, rubbing my feet. I'm rubbing your legs, like your bed. For me, that can be the start of something very magical without even saying anything, because what it does is it allows him to know that I care about you. I know that you may have had a long day at work. I want to kind of ease your mind, let you know I'm a safe place. So for me, that's like intimacy is like foreplay. Excuse me, I'm getting a little dry over here. Okay. But to me, that's what intimacy is. It's like you kickstarting what it is that you want. And it don't always have to go sexual, but sometimes that is where it goes. Mm-hmm. But it's one of those things to let you know that I love you and I care. Like, I'm concerned about you. So we...
Yeah, I mean, intimacy... Because I believe your question was, what does he do that, I guess helps me in our intimate area, is concerned about me. He shows his concern about me. When he asks me how's my day, or how I'm doing, or if I'm good, or like, he doesn't have to touch me. He doesn't have to touch me physically. If he can touch me with his words, if he can touch me with his mind and his heart, that counts for me. So there are times where I'm having a rough day, I'm having a moment. I can recall a specific time where I was in school and I just broke down because I was so overworked and stressed out and just felt like I'm not gonna be able to do it. And he really, all he did was just was there. He held me and didn't ask me anything.
It's his presence.
His presence, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. No, it was his presence of just saying that I'm here. Mm-hmm. I know something's wrong. And then the thing is, it's beautiful because he may not have known what to say in that moment, but just his presence alone lets you know that he was there for you. So if you needed to talk, the door of opportunity was open for you.
And even going back to what intimacy is, or what intimacy could be, having what they call pillow talk conversations, those times where we're actually digging into each other's mind and heart and feelings and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So is that like where you like, baby, how was your day, or where's your love tank at today? Is there anything that I could do to help boost up those areas in your life? Is that what you mean, pillow talk? Because I'm new to this.
That's part of pillow talk, but there's other stuff that that's surface level pillow talk to me. For me, it's those times where, okay, I can tell that you just don't, your joy is just not there. So what happened, and what can I do to help, or do you want to talk about it? Sometimes he doesn't want to talk. Sometimes he just wants me there.
Okay, I feel this thing turning. So you said that it's deeper than that. So is this where the moment you kind of pinpoint, okay, what it is that you as a wife can stand in the gap and intercede on behalf of your husband? Is this where you kind of get the prayer points on what you need to go to God about when it comes to your husband?
It is. That's the time. And that level of intimacy with him is what encourages and strengthens my intimacy with God. Because I believe, God has looked out for me so much, and I'm trying. Why wouldn't I not take him? Oh, I didn't just came on.
Take him to the king.
So,
it's funny because, of course, I'm single currently. And one of the things that I have done in the past was read The Power of a Praying Wife. I pray for my husband every single day. I have an alarm that goes off on my phone at 8:30 every morning. And for me, I feel like that's my time, my intimate time with God on behalf of my husband, to pray for him, whatever it is I felt led to. But I think a lot of times we look at our husbands, and if he's not doing something right, then we're frustrated. But a lot of times I feel like, and I'm just hypothetically speaking because I'm not in this role yet, but I think a lot of times we look at it as what's wrong with him, and we're not taking that time to look within ourselves. But I think if we learn how to stop in the midst of all the things that we have going on, husband, wife, business owner, father, whatever it is, and actually spend time not only with our spouse but with God, our relationship with God sets the intimacy level with the spouse. But I think if we don't ever take that time, because here's the thing, I want my husband to have his own time with God, my own time with God, and then we have time with God, because that lets me know there's a level of intimacy that I value over here. Like, I love you, bro. I do, but me and his relationship comes first. You're my husband, and so therefore I think we have to start learning how to set foundation with intimacy. So women, I don't know why I feel this thing heavy on me today. I feel like this right here. I think we don't talk about it enough in your single season. Start setting a foundation with your intimacy level with God first, and then everything else will flow, because then it's just like the precursor, or what was it, prerequisites that you had to take for certain degrees and stuff. So it's like a prerequisite before God allows your husband to come. Like, this thing is so good. Listen, I'm trying not to go there, trying not to go there today. Especially when got a little vino on system. But however, I think you look at me like, what? I think it is important that we start to set these boundaries and stuff in place before we get married. And so for me, I think that's a good topic. So let me ask you this. Would you say you would prefer intimacy over sexual stimulation? Yeah. I'll ask you that.
That's a good question. Side note, fun fact, that book, Power of a Praying Wife, is actually for you, not for him.
Did I say? I mean, yeah.
No, it's because we saw a lot of women read that book thinking that it's only meant for them to.
Yeah.
It's to help you become who you for him.
Mm-hmm.
But do I prefer intimacy over sexual stimulation? That what you said?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why I got to choose one. I need both.
So you need a this and that.
It's peanut butter and jelly.
Okay.
Who out here eating peanut butter sandwiches? If you are
dry mouth
and stuck.
We don't do dry over here.
And
okay.
if you eating just a jelly sandwich, I mean, listen, I don't know your.
I'm going to
I don't know your living situation, but if you just out here eating a jelly sandwich, I mean, you just wet and sloppy. Listen, I need both of them. I need both. I need the meat and the potatoes. I need the chicken and the rice. I need the mash and the potato.
Well,
the macaroni and the cheese.
Okay, all of it through there. So, and I'm glad that you said that, because I think a lot of times we figure that we have to do this or that. And for me, I feel like if I don't have the intimacy first, baby, you ain't finna get no action.
Well, women, we are mental creatures in a way. We have the ability to think about 15 different things all at the same time and to have a solution for all 15.
You ain't never
in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Men have a one-track mind. Not all of them. Not all of y'all. Okay,
Not all.
Okay.
Hear her, bruh.
Not all of y'all. Okay, some of y'all, but they know. Okay, this is the goal. What can I do to get here?
Slide on home.
That's it.
Bases loaded.
If you can stimulate a woman's mind
Oh,
you stimulate a woman's mind long enough.
Waterfalls.
I mean, the drawers come off. This ain't that podcast.
You ain't gotta take them off though. They fall off.
They just slide off. Or you just don't wear none
at all. So welcome. So welcome to the Sex and Tatted Podcast. This is how we get down over here for the real. Listen, y'all. I told my friends that I wanted to make sure that we created spaces where, like, we're intimate. We're gonna be real over here. Ain't no more fluffing. This is the kind of conversations we have when there is not a camera rolling. And so I wanted to make sure that we capture that in, like, cause y'all know y'all having these conversations too. Y'all having them. And here's the thing. When we begin to get real with ourselves, then we can become real with others and stop acting like Christians have sex too.
I mean, that's all we got.
And do.
And my producer said, and do. Because I want you to understand. I'm tired. I am tired of having these false realities when it comes to Christianity. God made us the way he made us for a reason. And when we start learning to walk in our true, authentic self, man, it is so much that's going to open up for you. And so what I said I'm going to do is, I'm finna give it to you raw, straight, uncut, no chaser. And so this intimacy piece has been something we actually have been talking about for a while. And so I wanted to make sure that we open up the intellect and dialogue for people to understand it's okay. Yes, we are having a glass of wine. There's nothing wrong with that. We're safe. We ain't going nowhere. And we're having a good time. And I know that God... Did Jesus turn water into wine?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. But we don't talk about that. We want to make sure that Lord, I don't know where this is coming from. We use the Bible to make it look good for us in whatever situation that we are trying to pinpoint, whatever topic or point we're trying to make. And I think a lot of times we're losing Christians or non-believers because we're not being real and authentic. Now, I'm not telling you go out here and rob a bank. I ain't telling you drive drunk. Definitely not. Of course, make clear, conscious decisions. But I am going to tell you, this series, the Pretty and Priceless series, oh, baby, we get coming to you. Like, I cannot wait. So, will you come back and talk to us about some more stuff?
I mean, I ain't no guru or nothing, but I mean, if you ask me, I am.
You got to, because if you hanging with me, then I don't hang around people just because they,
I just know what I know.
Correct. The wisdom and the knowledge.
I can.
So, was that your yes?
It's my yes.
Okay, y'all. So listen, I love my baby. I love my La'Kenya. I ain't gonna call her we'll talk about this off camera, but I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to the first episode of season 2 for the Save, Sexy, and Tatted Podcast. Go download us on all your streaming platforms. Hey, stick around. Can't wait to see you on the next episode. Love you so much. Bye.